I haven't posted in a bit. Just trying to cope with my father's passing. He went to be with the Lord February 23rd, about 2.5 weeks ago. And it's hard, and it's almost surreal that he's not here anymore. And I haven't seen him in such a long time. He lived in New York, we're in Florida, but it just doesn't seem real that I won't be able to call him anymore. We would engage in these long philosophical conversations, and God allowed me to even preach to him. And people always say that life is short, but it's shorter than you think. Now, he died at 73, but I only had him 44 years. My son only had him 21 years, and my daughter only had him for 15 years. So it's shorter than you think. So whatever you have to say, say it. Whatever you have to do, do it. Whomever you have to forgive, forgive them. Tomorrow is not promised. But if you accept Jesus into your life, tomorrow may not be promised, but eternity with him is. Now, God blessed us with the opportunity to travel to see him a day prior to him being moved to hospice. We hugged, and I whispered in his ear, "Do you believe God has forgiven you for your sins?" And he tells me, "Claro que sí." Of course he has. And I said, "Good, because we forgive you. Now you need to forgive yourself. We love you. You're going to be with God. And I know it hurts, and I know you're afraid, but you're going to be with God." And I remember me telling him, "You're liberated. You can go if you have to." Now, God kept him strong long enough for us to make travel arrangements to go and pray over him. And people around me were worried about the timing. They thought that it was best for me to travel immediately and not wait 2 weeks after he became very ill. But I knew God would fulfill that promise to me and keep him alive till we got there. I felt that in my being, in my soul, that he was going to keep him alive for me. And we touched down from Florida on Thursday, then drove to the hospital and pray over him. The next day, on our way back to the hospital to see him again, that's when we got the call that he had passed. So God spared us from having to watch him take his last breath. I believe that he left in peace, just him and God in a quiet room together. He was not a perfect man, but he was a good man. A man whose legacy lives on in me and how I view life and treat people. God put him in my life for a reason, and I'm grateful for him. And I thank God for the lessons my dad taught me through all of his triumphs and failures. If you pay close attention, we learn through it all. No experience is ever a waste of time. Life comes at you fast sometimes. It's not worth going through life with regret, with what ifs. And like I said, whatever you need to say it now. And I don't know who I'm speaking to right now, but when was the last time you called your parents and said, "I love you"? I know some people personally that stopped speaking to their parents over nonsense, acting like fools over their ego, over hurt feelings. Get over yourselves. It's been 2.5 weeks, and I would trade years of my own life to have my dad here just for a couple hours. And here you are, butthurt because of your feelings, taking for granted that you still have your parents alive. Jesus is the only reason that I'm able to be functional at work in my day-to-day. And I pray that you allow Jesus into your heart, that he moves and transforms you. Allow him to heal you. Please take God seriously and don't take your loved ones for granted. God bless you all.